Hello, people of the college marching band world. All right, we are back. I don't know what just happened there. That was weird. Hello, everybody. We are here again for, I think this is week 4. I don't know. It's February. It's February 10th. How's everybody doing in the land of college band radio? Sponsored by a Flip Folder app, brought to you by College Marching. How's everyone doing?
I'm doing okay. It's been a long week. It's only halfway through, but it just feels like it's been a long week. But, you know, that's just because of, like, school and stuff. But I'm excited. We're expecting some snow over here at the end of the week. So I know that Seattle can't handle snow very well, but, you know, might be nice to just, like, go outside and play in the snow.
You're super excited about that. But
really.
over on the other, or you guys at least said it as if it's like something that you're looking forward to.
Yeah.
Over in the land of Iowa, Hannah's been just dealing with it like it's the end of the world. And I know over on the East Coast where Alex is also, it's been terrible.
Oh
I know here in Missouri it hasn't been
have
too bad. But
No, I can't walk
snow.
anywhere.
yeah.
I can't walk
You
anywhere.
Get
'cause of
taller
snow.
boots.
But
no,
like,
it was like
the
feet
walk on the
high
sidewalk.
in some parts of New Jersey. It was crazy.
yeah, we got a foot and then we got like another
Taller
half foot.
Yeah, it was a lot of snow. I mean, at that point, you
that.
need
I
snowshoes.
need an
It's
igloo.
yeah.
Oh no, I have snowshoes. It's just like I just want to be able to walk, and I can't walk on all the sidewalks because like you would think that they would be
You
cleared by
sled.
now because it's been like a week. I'm not gonna sled. Sledding isn't exercise. I need to walk.
Hey,
Actually,
just
sledding
do
takes a lot out of me. I don't know how you sled, but
just do
I
what I do
don't
and just
have
walk
to.
in a circle all day. Just
Is that
just-
what it takes? You got to walk in a circle.
just
Do you want me
stand
to
up,
get
put something on the ground, put like a box on the ground, and just walk around the box all day. I don't actually do that. I would go absolutely
I was gonna say
out of my
I mean,
mind bored.
I mean,
But,
Craig, we wouldn't expect anything different.
No,
You could
I
practice
spend.
the marching fundamentals,
You
Alex.
could. I
No, I'm not.
I was
No.
like walking. I was just walking down the hall down to, like back
Do that?
from like picking up the mail
I
or
do.
something the other day, and I was like, I'm just gonna practice my roll step. That's something I haven't done in
Of
2
course you would,
years.
Craig.
I only did it for like 5-10 steps, and I was like, oh, somebody might walk out of their door and see me doing this, and that's weird.
Do you guys not?
I can't imagine that. That'd be so funny.
And I was
Do
just
you not
like,
do that?
no,
Do
I
you
mean,
not-
not now.
So what you're saying is you do that?
Yeah. Yeah, like when I'm out of season, because I like my marching to be like perfect, and I get really mad at myself if I ever miss like a dot. Like it has to be in the middle of my foot. Like if it's any, I get really mad at myself, and so I always try and like stay in it. So
Well-
anytime I'm like on campus and I think about it, I'm like, okay, let me practice my roll stepping.
But see,
And
the
also-
difference
It's just
between
like
you and
actual
Alex and I, though, is that you're out of season until the fall. We're out of season permanently. We have no reason to practice something that we're never going to use again.
Well, Alex, I got a tip for you. It helps with bad weather because like then your toes. So like for me, some of my
It
boots.
don't help when I'm walking in snow. Roll stepping doesn't help. I just gotta.
I'm gonna test.
You gotta
this.
do the chair
Um,
step.
Yeah, chair step, Alex. That's exercise.
Wisconsin chair step, break your toes.
The trot.
I just like I just like pick my feet up a little bit. I mean, it's
Yeah,
tough
no, a really
because,
good
like,
time
it's like a combination
practice
of snow
to
and ice.
practice your roll step is whenever it's raining. That way your toes don't get wet from your socks getting wet. It's because your toes are always staying up.
Well, that depends on your variation
I mean,
of
I
the roll
just
step.
wouldn't walk
'Cause,
outside.
I mean,
if it was
your
raining.
toe goes down after
Well,
you roll.
in the rain, you do a little doo-doo. You do kind of fast, so you don't get your toes wet.
I don't know.
Always
I
practicing.
just would say, get taller boots.
That
I'm
too.
just gonna.
It
not
makes it even
practice
harder
it.
to roll steps. So then once you accomplish that,
Well, I was just using your line against you.
I always
Greg's
try to
just
roll
a
something in
terrible
my rain boots.
I'm just an argumentative, confrontational person.
Yeah.
Confrontation with an asterisk. If it's about something important, I am very non-confrontational. I will let things that bother me just go on and on and on.
It's a
Selectively.
confrontational
Confrontational.
type of
Exactly. I'm confrontational about things that don't really matter.
That
Like-
don't really
Roll
matter. That's the
stepping
rule.
in
Like
rain boots
Wawa versus Casey's. In the grand scheme of life,
Casey.
it's not an argument, because
get
they serve different products and different audiences. I mean, other
Or
than the
because
gas.
Wawa
the gas
is
the
better.
same
I
thing.
mean, this is just unequivocally a
I mean,
fact.
that is not a proven fact.
Yes, it is.
I have
Can
not.
we call it
tested
a
both.
proven fact between Wawa and Sheets though? Because I just want
Didn't you
Sheets.
say
I've
that
been
Wawa
Sheets
didn't have
twice.
fries?
Wawa does not have fry. Okay, so
you don't
then
need fries with a
End of
hoagie.
argument.
You don't need
That's
fries
fair
with a
enough for
hoagie.
me. I
it's
think.
no Royal Farms though.
But okay.
What a vibe.
Someday we will actually get.
Can we do this
someday
as
I will
CPR
actually get to
content?
Casey's.
Can we do like the great convenience store taste?
Yeah, I don't know if they have Casey's in Kansas City.
There, I think the closest one's like 8 miles out, so it's not that far, but it's not close.
Wait, would we do that though?
The hometown ones hit different though. When like, so like I grew up near a town where they didn't have Walmart or anything, so like all they had was Casey's. And then like you take that trip to Casey's at 2 a.m. because there's nothing else open for another 40 minutes. It hits different.
Well, I'm gonna be driving back to Jersey at some point within the next couple months, and when I do, I will have to stop in a Casey's and just like eat a pizza while I'm driving.
Yeah, no, and they sell them by the slice too.
Oh,
so
do
have
they?
to go.
Oh, then that's how you know that they're not a real pizza place. Real pizza places don't sell by the slice.
Wait, I have a question for
Well,
you.
they have both. For on the go for you.
True, they are a
Driving
gas
out.
station. They can't just be selling full pies all the time.
This is true. Well, I have a, so in terms of because like I was thinking about not convenience stores but like supermarkets, but
Yeah.
not like a Kroger per se, but more like an Aldi. Like is Aldi the thing that you guys have in terms of like low cost supermarket near you?
Yeah,
Because
there's Aldi out here. At least.
Aldi's, yeah, it's usually a bit cheaper, but it's more for like organic stuff. It's not mainly to be cheaper. But it has, you know, like for people who have a lot of allergies or they're looking for organic, like alternate routes, that's more like who it's for.
I don't
Okay.
know. I'm a big Price Chopper guy, mainly because that's the first one the first grocery store that I found when I moved out here. And
Yeah, I've never been to one. They don't have them in small towns.
it's like a big chain supermarket. There's all over the country. At least I know that there's some in Massachusetts, and there's at least one out here. So,
Well, then you can't call that all over the country. That's
well, it
just too-
spans at least half the country between those two alone. So it's
I hate your reasoning, but it's true. so that's why I hate it.
it's completely sound logic. It spans between those 2
I
points.
know it's sound logic. That's why I hate it.
Yeah. All right, but let's change the subject a little bit. I know about a week ago, EA announced that they were bringing back the NCAA football franchise.
in a few years.
In a few years, of course, because you know,
I
first they got to
love
make
how
the
they added-
announcement just to tease it, and then
And
and then they actually
second
have
tweet,
to make the game. That's the other part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just love how the second tweet was like, "Oh, stay tuned for announcements in the next couple of years," and everyone that was so hyped was like, "Oh, what now?
First of all, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think the project is gonna
Really?
get canceled due to licensing again.
Really?
Oh yeah, I don't think they're gonna actually.
I hope it does.
I hope it
think
does. I love the old series.
Well, I mean, they're gonna have the ruling with the NCAA when it comes to like players being able to make money off of their name and likeness.
I think
Yeah.
that will have a big impact on it.
hmm
Because I think it will actually kind of hurt EA. Because like if I don't think they're gonna have exact players, but like if they have to then play players to be, to use them, then I think that will definitely impact. Like if they do use real people, that if they can just
Yeah, because I mean, in the NFL, it's like, all right, you get your character and you just get a cut. And there's only, I mean, sure, there's a lot of NFL players, but the amount of college football players that there are that you'd have to build a roster around
there's
is
so
astronomical.
I know, but this is. I was gonna say that's kind of the same thing as like FIFA, but there's a lot less players on a roster in FIFA.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
just a lot of teams around the world.
The other thing that they might do is they might take starting lineups and like beginning of the season starting lineups, but then they'd have to wait till the season begins to like set those. So I don't know.
Ooh.
It's
Well,
a very
people do that on their own when it comes to NCAA 14.
Yeah, no, so like that's the thing that you can do, but like for like default teams, like if you just say like, oh, I'm gonna play as Bama, theoretically maybe you get your star players on there, but then you just have generic other players
Oh, that would be weird.
Yeah. So like that, I don't know. And then how do they determine who, if they, I don't know, if you've got two running backs that are both really good, and one starts one week, the other starts the other week. Like, how do you determine which one's the starter?
I think they'll just use like a fake person.
I think that's a really good concept, but then I think that takes away from the game, because like I don't know, when I play, like when I would play NCAA 14, I knew who the players were. And sure, it didn't say their names in the game, but it's like, all right, that guy wearing that number who looks like that guy is that guy, and he's got like this similar speed and like strength characteristics as those players. But like it just doesn't say the name, and then that was the issue, because it was their likeness, it just didn't name them. Mm-hmm. And then the NCAA was like, yeah, that's not.
You can't do that.
Actually, no, I think it was that the players were like, hey, they're using our name and likeness, and the NCAA was like, well, then they're not gonna make the game because you're not getting paid for it. So that was, I think that was the big issue and why I ended it in the first place. But we are here from a very interesting perspective about the college football world. Sure, we do enjoy a good old game of college football, but we also have another experience with football, and that is the band. And for a little background for anybody who hasn't played the old versions of the NCAA franchise, at least in the later games, the way the band was represented was, so like the fans were just kind of like a smattering of colors of like the home team's colors. So like Rutgers, which is the one that I always played in, was like red and white, and so it was like red and white just like scattered around the stadium, but then the band was just like a solid block of like uniformity between red and white, and it would just kind of like have like a little animation of just like general motion, but then whenever you'd score a touchdown, your fight song would play, and that was something that I always really liked, because I was like, hey, Rutgers scored a touchdown and I'm hearing the fight song. That doesn't happen normally, but
I was sitting here because I don't really know a lot about this video game. I've never played it.
No.
But now I'm sitting here like, oh, that sounds really fun. Because that was my favorite part of like watching football games, like now this past season when they would play like the recordings. I was like, oh yay. So I don't know. Maybe I'll play
They
it.
also have the
it never
mascot
happens.
challenge.
They did also have the mascot challenge, but I want to know if they're gonna be doing any sort of like update to the way bands are represented in it, and like even just to have like a legacy mode, or not a legacy, but like not a legacy mode, but just like a few of like the legacy bands, like the Ohio States of the world. I'm blanking on other like famous pregame shows that are like iconic, like the Penn State pregame show. Honestly,
Purdue,
I think UW, you guys have
Auburn,
like have like memorable ones, right? It's like a very traditional historic one that doesn't change much. I honestly don't know much about the UW pregame show. I think I've seen it a couple times.
We have like the Logo W. The Logo W is pretty iconic, and then this like the Spell Out Huskies. That one's also.
Yeah, I don't think we've changed ours.
Oh, and this flag, the flag too.
Yeah, we do flip tigers and MIC0U.
Yeah, I'm thinking like bands that haven't changed their look at all, because those are going to be the uniforms that more than likely are not copyrighted of some variety, and so it's going to be easier to get the licensing for those, and then to like basically recreate their pregame show in the game. But the issue with that is like, then somebody has to take the time to make that as a feature that you're just going to like take your controller and just like hit a button, hit A, and just completely skip through. And so like, I'd love to see it, but no, the majority of players would completely skip over it.
But I still think it would be good, because like something a lot of people don't think about is like for football, for example, a lot of football players have never seen a band perform because they've been in the locker room their whole life, and it's not like they always have time to go travel, to other games. So a lot of players, they've never seen like a halftime show or a drill or pregame. And so I think that would be kind of like a, an eye-opening experience, or just like, they'd be able to see maybe like a model of what it might look like.
I mean,
at least like, maybe not like, like teenagers and college kids, maybe like younger kids. And I think it also kind of would bridge the gap more between like music versus sports, or like you can only do one or the other.
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely love to see a bigger representation of band in the new generation of the game. I just personally, from like a business standpoint, I don't see EA putting it in, just because it takes so much money to go, and they'd have to like study the pregame show and basically recreate the pregame show, likely from just like footage of it. I mean, they maybe would be able to like reach out.
What
to,
about like a
directors
marching
and get,
band
like, drill,
specific video game, not just like?
Oh, well, that just wouldn't be made unless it was made by like some indie developers that happen to be like.
I was gonna
geeks.
say, I was thinking about that, and I was like, yeah, well, that would be a cool idea. But then there's the other side of it, which is that literally no one would buy it.
Yeah. So that's one issue. But then also,
No offense.
what would you do in a marching
For a
band video
Klondike
game?
bar.
Just like stick to your dot.
I think it would be kind of like a virtual like DCI competition. Like you would have like
That would be
sets of
interesting.
drill, and then you could like choose how to compile them, and then you could like create your own show, or like kind of like your own
You could
design.
do like a trial and error thing.
Yeah, of like your own like flags, or you'd have like specific 8 counts that you could do, and then you could set those out.
What?
Here comes Jason.
What the?
I think that would be fun,
Jason.
and then you could create your own show, and then do like a battle of the bands or something like that. Or for like stands tunes, they could, because a lot of battle of the bands do stands tunes. You could be like, I don't know, for like every minute you spend like rehearsing your band, they like get better and better, kind of like a team does, and then I don't know.
Okay, so it's
Playing
kind of
next is
like
just like an automatic
so it's
review,
like
just like
Band Director Simulator
scale.
2021 is
I would
basically
love it. I would play it so much. I would love it.
because the way I always thought about like a band video game was kind of like similar to like how a sports video game would be playing, where like there's usually like a coach mode, but like you're
Are you
playing the
talking
game.
about like Football Manager, basically?
Yeah, so like, but like you're the one playing the game. So I was thinking like, so if you make a band video game, you're just in the form, and like what are you supposed to do? Like stick to your dot?
Oh,
and
so
just
it'd be like a POV style thing.
But I actually really like Annabelle's idea of just like you're not the band, you're running the band. You're contacting
be like-
publishing
They have, like, a
companies, getting
virtual
licensing.
They have like a drum corps simulator.
Do they?
I think so. I think it's like a really low quality, like Oregon Trail level drum corps simulator. Like it's like an 8-bit game.
I'll have
Yeah,
to,
but
I'll
I
have to
think
check
it'd
that
be
out.
cool. Like if there was also another side to it, like where you were the marcher, and it would be like A means like march forward 8 steps, or B march backwards 8 steps, and then you would have to like follow your drill. That'd be fun if I follow.
you could hit like
I guess
combos for
that would be
points
like, I
in the
know like
middle.
rhythm gaming is like a not too small like section of the gaming world. So like
it's like
they
Dance
could-
Dance Revolution, but it's marching.
And see,
Has,
I
like,
would
the
give
floor
that to my
thing.
kid.
Oh.
Drum
Drum
Corps
Corps
early
Tycoon.
access.
It teaches them a lot.
$2?
about, like,
You know what? I
timing
think I've
and
got that
stuff.
money in my Google Play account as like credit. I might download that.
Cool.
Do you guys want a tour of the Purdue Band Library?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's
Okay.
chat. Let's go on a tour. Right
Wait,
now.
are we in a
Well,
five?
it's kind of like Mizzou.
Wait, are we in
Let
the
me-
five
let me
box
walk in the
It
here?
looks
door
like
first.
generic music library.
This
It's
is
like
this
how
is Erica
Jason
band-
said
from
it.
Northwestern.
Aw.
We have it on the wall. Okay, so
Is that what
this
that's
is what
called?
it looks like. All of our music is in these cabinets. This is where our current music goes for all this ensembles this spring. I don't know how much I can show you, but hopefully it's fine. This is our printer. Printer's name is Tosh.
Hi,
Yeah,
Tosh.
This bad boy can print so many papers.
So
Why is
many.
his name
That's a lot of
Tosh?
paper. So many
Okay,
papers.
oh,
A
wait,
lot of
wait,
paper.
okay.
She's a baddie.
Here's our music that needs to be put away / music that we don't know where it came from board thing. We have more storage over here. A lot of music. And also we have music in a different auxiliary storage facility somewhere where I don't know. And this is our computer. It breaks
Nice.
down a lot. And I think that's it. There may be a surprise. Oh yeah, here. What? Does anything look?
I feel like I'm in
amiss
the
to you
weekend
here?
halftime show right now.
Yeah.
Sitting around. What?
Is that? What am I looking at?
There's these hidden all over the library. So
What are those?
What are
What
they?
is it?
I don't. Let me see if I can find a different one. It's Purdue
Who did
Pete.
you
Oh,
like?
here we go.
I was gonna say I thought that was
Oh. I thought it was like
So
an outlet that
disturbing.
didn't have the outlets in it, like an outlet plate. I was like,
I was gonna
Is
say
that your
it was
director?
Purdue Pete.
What
I was
is
like,
that?
Don't look like Purdue Pete.
No, it's just Purdue Pete.
it's Henry
Oh.
Rutgers.
He's just ever present and all knowing.
Oh, okay.
It's
Interesting.
Colonel Henry Rutgers right there.
He's gonna
All I'm
haunt your
allowed to
soul.
show you.
Okay. I
That
don't
door.
think I've ever been in the Rutgers, like the official Rutgers Music Library, but like I know
A
it
new one.
exists. I just don't know where. But the marching band's library is on Google Drive.
Oh,
Shout
that's
out
not
to
as
Google.
cool as Jason's though.
No, it's not. It's not as cool.
We're getting a
Oh,
bigger
dude,
one though, because we're
you
getting a
wanna
new
go
building
library.
in 2022
Ooh, fancy.
or 2021.
Really?
I'll
Oh,
have to take you
2022.
guys
Once-
on a tour of our new school music building.
Nice.
When is that
We don't have
being
a school
finished?
music.
What?
I said, when is that, or is that building already finished, or?
So, kind of. There's meant to be another floor, but it's not done yet. So we have 3 floors, and I think they're adding a 4th. I guess it's like technically there. So like the elevator has 4 buttons, but
Goes
it's kind
up
of
to
like
the 4th floor, there's just
yeah,
nothing
it's
on
kind of
the
like a
4th floor.
Doctor Who type episode or something where like you click it and you end up somewhere else.
That was what my
Um,
high school was. It had 4 floors, and I went up to the 4th floor for theater because apparently that's where they stored like costumes and stuff. So scary. I did not like it. It was so dusty.
Yeah,
You had to
but
climb ladders. It was awful.
You guys had an elevator in your high school? We just had
Yeah.
one floor.
Your high
We
school
had
is just one
3.
floor?
We only
My
had
high
the
school had like
elevator.
5 different buildings.
No one-
It was like so long though.
yeah.
Everything was just spread out on one floor.
Yeah, our high school used to be like a rectangle, but the old high schools used to be 3 levels.
My high school, there was the rumor that all the upperclassmen would always tell all the freshmen and talk about the pool on the 4th floor of the 910 building.
Oh, that was the thing with us, the pool on the roof,
Yeah.
which wasn't a thing.
Yeah, no pool. No pool. The swim team
No-
goes over to like the YMCA. But
Do you guys like my mask?
I
I
do.
do.
Ooh.
Yeah, cool.
Oh,
We're just
Ooh.
kissing the
Wait.
screen.
wait. How'd you get that?
Bring it closer again. I need to see it again.
Wait,
Our
how did
viewers.
Jason get that?
Closer.
I don't want to do that at all.
I didn't.
Wait,
I don't
Jason,
think
how did you
the
design that?
merch store is up yet.
No, I got it off Vistaprint.
Oh, you made yours. Oh,
Hannah,
fancy.
Hannah gave me a design, and I went to Vistaprint. I was like, print this, and they were like, pay us, and then I paid them, and then they printed it.
Nice.
We should
I might have
make
to do
that. We
that.
should definitely make that as a mask. That would be pretty cool. Even like we could do that, and then we could do it without.
I would want one
Oh,
with just one
logo?
logo, not multiple.
And if anybody
No,
in
'cause it's like a
chat is
band. They're all
interested in
in
College Band Radio
Oh, I
merch,
get it.
the merch store is coming very soon. So hang tight. You will be
We're
able
gonna-
to
Oh,
get
there's also-
all of your
there's-
stickers and
there's an-
shirts. And
Old Pete up there.
old Pete.
No.
Old Pete.
Nice.
I don't know how that got up there.
Well, presumably a really tall
Flower.
person put it up there.
It's like
Robert
Zach Eady could probably
Robert
put that up there.
Wadlow.
That's really, look how high this is. It's number one. It's above the cabinet, so I can't even get there. But
I know, but like how tall? Okay.
A ladder.
Oh, geez.
And Jason, if we measure him next to the big bass drum, we will find out is actually 3'1".
I'm 9 feet tall, so if you put me next to the DVD, you'll probably see like 27 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Jason's
Okay.
6'5", 245, just an absolute unit of a man.
You know what I just remembered? Because we were
What?
talking about high school. I remember my first day of high school, there were these things called like link leaders, where it's like you have like seniors and juniors that basically
I
kind of
know
tell you where
exactly
you're going.
what that is.
And I asked one, I was like, hey, because I knew I had a class that was in the portable buildings. And I was like, hey, there's like 2 halves to the school. There's 2 sets of portables. It's like, which one am I going to? And I hand her my schedule and she's like, okay, go that way. So I walk across the whole school. I'm already late for class. And then I'm in the wrong half of the school. She sent me the wrong way. I was like, that's
It
your
was a
job.
joke.
Like, that is
I
your
love
job.
doing those.
That is why you're here,
Oh my
is to know.
I
I was like a
was
senior too.
Hello.
I
Guys,
don't
wait,
think
I have
anybody
a
ever
special
pointed
cameo
the
for
wrong
you.
way.
Cameo.
Come here, Tori. These are my podcast friends. Come here. This is
Hello.
Tori.
Ooh.
She was our drum major from last year.
I was just recording a children's book.
That's why she's decked out.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Don't ever
Welcome.
apologize for the uniform.
Yeah,
you know those
all-
Wednesday evening.
how many people do we have watching? Like 4?
3 concurrent viewers right now. All 3 of them.
are looking at you right now.
One of them, Hannah. If
Yeah.
it's Hannah,
Yeah,
you're watching by Hannah.
one of them's Hannah, so like 2 people.
Well, okay, so Savannah is a student at the University of Washington. I can say that, right? Yeah, that's fine. Craig
Yeah.
was a Rutgers student, but he's since graduated, and he works in Missouri now. Alex went to Maryland, as you can tell by the state flag behind him. He has also since graduated.
Hell yeah.
And then this is Annabelle.
Nice grab.
She goes to Mizzou currently.
Hi, Annabelle.
Hi.
How y'all doing today?
Pretty good,
Alright.
pretty good.
Okay.
Cannot complain. How's your day going?
Going pretty well.
I'm glad to hear that.
She watched me hit myself plenty times with the mace earlier today.
You did
Nice.
Great. It was awesome.
How has practicing been, Jason?
I think it's been okay. Tori likes my mace routine.
His
so-
mace routine slaps. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you gotta send us an updated video of it.
I will once I get a good enough run through where I am okay with sending a video of it.
I wish I had to do a mace routine. That'd be
You can
so
just get
much
one.
fun.
Just get a mace and just start spinning.
Maybe
The shower curtain rod. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe I'll start doing that on just like every night really late and then accidentally like hit the ceiling when I throw it to get back at my upstairs neighbors because they're really loud every night. It's
Oh
like
yeah,
I'm,
we both know about spinning in our apartments in the low ceilings.
I'm pretty sure my neighbors like hobby is just dropping heavy items. So like
Wait,
if
does this
I
sound
just go
like-
to like throw a mace up in the air, and it just hits the ceiling, whatever. Y'all are loud.
Wait, does it sound like a TLC match going on, like a WWE tables?
Sometimes it
table
does.
match?
Most of the time, it just sounds like hammers or
You
like
make fits?
tables dragging back and forth.
Maybe they're just maybe they're like constantly rearranging.
Maybe.
I do that.
I've
But
definitely made
I don't drop
dents
things.
I like
ceiling of my
rearranging.
apartment with
I
just
know
like
one thing.
taking like a broom and just like pissing people off upstairs because it just sounds like there's some
My
wrestling.
my old upstairs neighbors had a dog, and every day at
Oh.
5:30 p.m. they would come home, and I would hear like the pitter patter of like a medium-sized
Sorry.
dog
See you later.
like
Thanks for the
running
ride.
across. Like running across the apartment from like the back to the door, and then I'd hear like some like really heavy like stomps, like as if they're like
That's so cute.
like tapping their feet real fast to like rile up the dog and get the dog all excited. And it was always
That's so
nice
cute.
and
Wait, what does
exciting.
Pepper do when you come back from your apartment?
Yeah, she stomps a lot. No, so
she just like jumps at you.
she actually turns into just straight up a lion.
yeah,
Just
so Pepper is
lets
my
out a mighty
cat,
roar.
just so this makes more sense to everyone. So like I'll open up my door and usually she'll hear me like put my key in, and usually like if she's there I'll be like, oh Pepper, and then she'll like come up to the door. So usually she's asleep all day. So she like wakes up and her hair's all like it's all like twisted and kind of like fuzzy from her like napping. And then she just meows for a long time because I just woke her up. So she's like meow, 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 and just like keep meowing until I pick her up and cuddle her. And then for like 10 minutes I have to sit there and like hold her and like bounce her up and down like a
What are you
baby.
doing? You want to make another? You want to make a cameo in my podcast?
You're doing a podcast?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I'll record it sometime. It's usually super good. She's usually
Hello.
right there whenever
Hello.
I
When she
What's
introduces
going
herself to
on?
my
Hi.
Oh, I'm Charlie.
Hi,
She's another
Charlie.
librarian, orchestra librarian, though, right?
I'm a librarian.
Yeah,
I've
you're
done all the
orchestra.
things.
Orchestra. We have many librarians. Okay, come here. Come here. We have many librarians from different departments.
It's like your scarf, Charlie.
I was about to say that too.
Wait, I have a scarf too. Wait, Charlie, wait.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
Look,
Charlie's
look,
scarf
I
is
don't-
better. Charlie's
Just
scarf
blow
is
it up,
better.
look.
No, Charlie's scarf is
Where would
better.
it
Hey, why do you go to this school? Wait here, just in case it says Purdue on the other side.
Man,
No,
you
I
guys
have
really
nothing
boil it up
Just so you
against
know.
Maryland. Remember that,
Yeah,
Jason?
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
I'll be in the
Bye,
background.
Charlie. Bye, Charlie.
Jason, you guys really boil it up against Maryland.
No, we really did. Yeah.
Did you guys see
It's okay. We're still ranked. Everything's fine.
What'd you say, Annabelle?
Mizzou, what they're ranked? I can show you my fingers.
Mizzou's 10, right? Yeah.
10.
Guys,
Yeah, I can show you
Duke has a
my fingers,
losing
too.
record for the first time in
And I can
23
show
years,
you
and I've
mine.
never been happier.
Craig, let's go, Craig.
Yeah, we're right behind you.
Let's go, Craig.
We're back in top
Wait, let me go
25.
check the
Hey,
lacrosse
Annabelle, our
one.
numbers are bigger than yours.
Wait, let me go check the
Yeah,
lacrosse.
haha. And Jason, mine's bigger
This
than
is
yours. Ha.
Oh no! We'll have to change that. We'll have to
Yeah.
lose
I mean,
again.
Well,
if
Alex
you
is-
continued the rankings like
I'm
What?
into the
excited.
hundreds, I'd probably beat all of you.
I'm so excited for this Saturday's game.
I think Rutgers is playing, I think, like right now. I think their game is starting right now, actually.
Oh, Hannah's commenting in the chat.
I got it.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, Hannah, so
Hannah, you should drive up for
you're
the
gonna
game
report
this
it to my
Saturday.
landlord, except that I just have to not get my security deposit back. That'd be fine. Whatever. You know what?
Oh.
Nah, you don't need that. You don't need that.
Yeah, you know, I'd
Unnecessary.
like to get my security deposit back, but you know what? It's not the end of the world. But my chair, actually,
Unnecessary.
like, sometimes if I'm just like watching a YouTube video, I'll kind of like lean back in it, and if I'm not careful, I might like roll up against the wall, and like I've scuffed up the paint a little bit there.
Just get the SIM card nail polish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can lean back.
yeah. I'll just, you know,
Hey, wait, did you guys watch the?
I'll
the
just
UConn
tear down the wall. I'll just tear down the entire wall.
Did,
Yeah.
did you guys watch the UConn South Carolina women's basketball game a couple
I
days
didn't
ago?
get to.
Oh, wasn't there a buzzer beater?
It wasn't a buzzer beater, but like Paige Buchers went off again. She scored 31.
Isn't she a true freshman?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's really good.
Wow,
And I
good
hate
for her.
that she's really good because like UConn just gets all the good players, and I'm
Go
like,
Huskies.
They do. They really do.
We're playing them in
Didn't they
football.
get like the
Look
number
how good
one?
they are.
person?
who,
Yeah, I mean,
UConn?
didn't they have like a 100-game
Oh.
losing streak?
Who?
Ooh.
Couldn't be me.
Hannah, the
Ooh.
lo-fi beats are a vibe. Are they too loud or are they too quiet? I don't know. I don't know what it sounds like on your
We
end.
love the lo-fi beats. We love the lo-fi beats.
I can't hear
Hey,
you.
there's
The-
IU versus Northwestern.
I hear my
Hello?
computer
Hey,
heating up.
UConn have like I think they won like 111 straight games, and then they lost, and it was great.
Oh my God! It's 54-54.
Who's?
Oh.
What?
It's tied. It's there's 6 seconds left.
Wait, what?
I might
It's a
have to
very
leave
close
this chat.
Who?
There's a very important game going on right now.
Is this? Here, wait, is this
Between
Big Ten
who?
Network?
Who's
Because I can go
playing?
put it on my TV.
It's
playing?
IU versus
IU
Northwestern.
and Northwestern.
Wait, is it on
They're
BTN?
good. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hannah, we have them
Okay,
every
here,
week.
Wait, give me a
Every
second.
week
I'll
I've
go put it
had
on the
these on.
TV.
I
It's okay.
think.
I got it. It's coming. Here it is. Oh God, it's so loud. Sorry.
All right, let's see. Who's gonna win? According to Jason, IU sucks, but according to the rankings,
Keely, right?
not as true.
Do you want to make a cameo on my podcast? I found another librarian.
So many librarians.
This is Keely.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, well, one of them's missing. Yeah, it's we do stuff about bands.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna rock this shit, so.
Have you shown them my?
Yeah. No, no.
I don't have
Don't do
any
that.
photos.
Don't scare
Have
them.
you turned on the library wall yet?
Yes.
I turn it on.
I gave them a
Yeah,
tour.
you just have to turn it off. Make sure it's
Oh wait, I forgot to look at the game.
The game is on. I will let you know here. I'm gonna go change.
No, it's okay.
Alright.
I got it out, Alex. Don't worry. I don't want it spoiled.
Dang it!
I got
I'm
it.
excited for softball. Softball for the Huskies
I
starts on
am
12.
excited for the 2022 season of football.
Guys, I might get to go to a volleyball game.
Sorry, the 2023 season of
That's
football.
fun.
There's a lot
No,
going
2022
on.
season of football. 2022.
So
Do
excited.
you like as a member of the band or like as a normal human?
No, so like
I'm
I'm
gonna
a,
go with the flag.
as a barista, I've met a lot of the volleyball players and we're good friends now. And they said like they might be able to get me a ticket, and I'm very excited.
That's so wholesome.
Are fans not allowed to games?
Just family and friends. Like they each get 4
Oh.
tickets, and then the coach gets 10 apparently.
No.
I
okay.
should
Ooh,
meet
Jason's a
some,
friend.
some
I'm a big
athletes so that I can just get some games.
Jason,
'cause
I want you to be like
really bored
body
sometimes.
painted up. I want you to
Just
like
one
have
guy.
like I want you to have like double pom poms. I want you to have
Jason's gonna be
signs.
shirtless at the game.
Jason,
It's
you
gonna-
have to
it's
you
gonna
have to
say
have one of your
Get a
roommates
lot of
write on your
cameras
arm
out.
per.
HGBU.
Purdue.
P and then URD or wait, how do I spell Purdue? Yeah, PURD and then UE and just woohoo!
Purdue.
I want you to never stop shouting.
Yeah, never stop.
I will stop shouting. My vocal cords will literally stop me from
Oh
shouting.
my gosh, this is the first February where I actually have my voice since like high school because I would always lose it during basketball games. This is so
Ooh,
sad. It's so
Rutgers is
upsetting.
playing Iowa next.
Yeah,
Is Craig about
Dude,
to like?
I was on the
beat those
decline.
marbles?
Rutgers is gonna beat Iowa.
hopefully.
I'm gonna say that one of those teams will probably win.
I'm gonna agree
as
with
my
you.
grandma would say, Iowa's going down the tube.
This is what I
I
have to say
watched-
about Iowa.
Luca Garza's got
Get
them-
out of here.
Woo,
Here we go. Here we go. 6 seconds.
Oh.
That's a
I've
long
watched
time
that
out.
video that interview with Luca Garza. I swear, I watched like 17 minutes of that interview, and I felt like afterwards, I was like, I lost some brain cells like listening to
Yeah.
this because I can't do this.
Luka's got some-
For those of you that
I
don't
think
know
his
what Savannah's
eyebrows
talking
are,
about,
like, weighing down his IQ.
Luca Garza, the star from Iowa, as most of you probably know,
And
has a 20-minute interview on YouTube where like the title of it, I think it's by Barstool, is like
Yeah.
it's like how
Of
Luca
course it's
Garza
by
maintains his
Barstool.
eyebrows
What
or
a
something like that.
surprise.
It wasn't even him. He wasn't even the problem. It was the host. I didn't like
Yeah,
the
oh no,
host, so
I honestly hate that program.
Yeah.
I only found it because they interviewed Steve Peichel back, I think, in like early January. And so I saw the interview there, and I was like, ooh, let me click on that. And then this was in the suggested video, and I was like,
Oh.
I could watch this.
Jason, it went to
or I
OT.
could just alert
It's,
everybody
yeah, it's going
else.
OT.
I
Ugh.
love overtime.
Overtime is so hype,
Love it.
but also
I never
it's a
saw
terrible
an
feeling.
overtime game at Maryland in person. Never saw an overtime game in my 4 years there.
I've seen a lot of overtime games.
Because
Like-
the last game I was at was in overtime.
It
Because
took
the
me until my
Tigers like
junior year to
to
watch an OT game in football.
kind of
I
get kind of
think-
bad near the
Excuse me,
end and then
pain.
bring it back up.
I'm pretty sure it went to like triple overtime with Michigan State when they were ranked 4th in the country a couple years ago. I don't know.
Remember when
Gator's gonna
Michigan
fact
State
check
was,
me
like,
in the chat if I'm
Supposed to
wrong.
be really
but,
good.
but yeah. What
Are
else?
we excited for spring sports?
Are we
coming
excited?
back?
yeah.
I think
I
so.
know someone who's
I'm
really excited
out.
for extreme sports, but she lives in kind of a weird state.
I said spring, not extreme, buddy.
I said spring.
I thought you said extreme.
I thought you
Nah,
said
it's the
extreme, my
mask.
guy. I'm,
Oh,
like,
okay.
I'm like, this is not the extreme.
I am very much
It's
so
Hannah.
looking
She's excited
forward
for
to
spring
watching
sports.
the Somerset Patriots. I'm so
Let's
looking
go.
forward to the Somerset
Let's
Patriots.
go.
I gotta see when they start. I think
I'm
they start
excited
end
for
of
this
April.
weekend. I'm gonna go to a volleyball game on Friday. I'm playing, and then
When does Mizzou start
When?
baseball?
soon. I don't know. I'll get the date, but I have a gymnastics meet on Friday, and then a basketball game on Saturday and Sunday.
Ooh.
Go to a
Rah,
gymnastics
rah,
meet.
out.
So bad.
Nice.
There's
You,
something.
you come over, Savannah.
I will.
Oh,
Okay,
thank you.
it'll take me like 30 hours. I'll be there.
Hey,
That's
you can
fine.
just-
They're
Hey,
on
plane
Friday.
tickets are cheap now.
I don't want to go on. I would. This is a joke. I'm not going. but I would drive.
Oh, you
on
say
If I
Friday.
were.
So just head over by Wednesday, and you're fine.
Hannah is very excited for spring sports like football.
Yeah, FCS football. That's our first episode, right? College.
It
Fan
is.
Radio
It is.
First episode FCS football.
Make sure you are all following us on whatever your favorite podcasting platform is,
Apple
because season 2
Podcasts,
is coming
Spotify,
back
Google
in
Podcasts.
just about, I don't know, what's the date? I think in about a week.
Today's the 10th,
Yeah.
so in like a week and change,
Yeah, in about a week.
it's gonna be good. About a week ago. Oh no,
But
that's throwing my
I
face.
Hannah's not here in video. She's only in
She's here in
chat.
spirit.
So who wants to tell the audience where they can find us?
Oh,
outside
I
of
got
here?
you. I got you.
Alrighty.
Okay, so you guys can find us if you guys aren't following us on social media. Which, why aren't you following us? We are fantastic. You can follow us on Twitter at CollegeBandRDO. The C, B, and R are all capitalized. And of course, as you know, College Band Radio was one letter too long, so it's College Band RDO. You can follow us on Instagram at College Band Radio, all lowercase. If you want to know how it's spelled, Jason, get a little bit closer to the camera. Yep, like that, College Band Radio, all lowercase on Instagram. We also, obviously, we have this YouTube channel at College Band Radio. Just write it out as if it was just a normal, 3-letter word, just spaces in between, all that good stuff. I'm trying to think. I don't think we have anything else. I think we might be rolling out. I think we'll have to figure out what we want to roll out in the future. But yeah, that's where you guys can find all of us. And like I said, with the podcast, you can find us. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, Anchor. We're on all those good things. Hopefully we'll be on some other places soon. I don't know how Anchor works with that, but we'll figure it out. And we're going to keep churning out content. Also find us. Hopefully we'll figure out college marching's situation, so that will be on the college marching website. So.
And yeah, once again, thank you to our sponsor, Flip Folder app, and thank you to the College Marching Network for giving us our platform. And without any further ado, I guess it's time to
Stay
wrap
safe,
this puppy
stay
up.
healthy. Please wear a mask, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
See ya. I hate how, like,